Hey everyone, it's been a while and I wanted to do a video today to kind of share with you what's coming up for March and energies stepping forward. And you may have been feeling some of it the last few days where you might have been feeling really great one second and then the next second feeling like you're really going through something and you don't quite know what is happening. There's a lot of things happening on the unconscious level, and that's happening within the subtle realms. And so I've been asked by my guides to step forward and share with you what they have shown me. Um, it's been happening with me, and I asked, well, is this happening with everyone? And there was a big yes. Everyone is going through the same thing right now. And so we're all going to be feeling bits of this for the next while, at least for this month, and it could go for the next few months. The latter half of this year, as I've said before, is going to get really beautiful. But right now, we're still in our cocoons. As I've mentioned before, we've been cocooning. They've shown us that we've been cocooning. And right now, these beautiful, soft, light colors are kind of surrounding our cocoons. And we're starting to see the light come through, telecast through this cocoon that we're in. And we want to wake up, we want to get out, we want to transform, begin our transformation now. We want to be there, be outside with everyone, figuratively and spiritually. And I mean, literally and figuratively. And it's not time. So I'm speaking clearly for on the energetic level, it's not time. So we're still in our cocoon and patience needs to be had for the next few months. So what they've shown is that there are parts of us that are showing up, and there are parts of us that have been hidden for quite some time. And that these last vestiges of darkness. So darkness stands for ego, just so you know, it's the same thing. Darkness equals ego. So these last parts of this ego that's within us is starting to come up and out. And we don't quite know what it is or why we feel certain ways. A lot of it has to do with old ancestral DNA, but it could also be things that we've like buried down from long ago that we've forgotten about. It could be even a past life type of thing. So this is like from the beginning of time for your soul. You're now clearing all of this stuff on the human soul level. And they showed last year that there would be this beautiful white light that would start across the nation from east to west, and that no stone would go unturned and every crevice would be lit. Nobody would be in the dark, so to speak. And so this is what's happening right now, is that we are going through this processing, this time where they're literally taking out all of this energy. This energy is coming up for us, the last parts of it. And as they have said, no stone unturned, no crevice left in the dark. So this is happening. And what is also happening at the same time, what they've shown me, is that there is literally a gold, it's a sphere of gold drops, gold dots, and the gold dots are very, very tiny and minute, and they will surround your energy field, and they go and they gradate from very small to, they get a little bigger as they go out further. And this gold sphere is probably about 3 feet deep, and it's 360. It's all around your energy field. And what they're doing, what gold is, again, gold is a color that amplifies. It doesn't change anything. So you're not being changed, you're being amplified. But what it's sending to you is divine love. So this divine love is dripping into your system. And when there are moments when you're feeling a little out of it, or, wow, why am I feeling so emotional, or why I'm so depressed right now? It's it could be some of this stuff is really like being pulled out of you. At that moment, they show that this gold sphere around you almost turns into a mist, so that's softer, so that you feel this softness. So this softness, this soft light is really, this is a theme, and it's happening for this next month and probably for April and May as well, where this really soft light, this is soft gold, is starting to surround you. You also have the soft colors, the blues, the soft greens, and the sunset colors, and the light pinks and soft yellows. All of those colors are kind of surrounding and stepping forward because they're very loving, right? And they're also very soft. So this is a soft transition happening right now. The final pieces and vestiges of your ego, of all things that have been embedded in you for many, many years, are now finally being released. And there are times when you're like, oh, no, no, no. Oh, I'm afraid. No, you can't have that. I don't know what to do without it. I've always had it. I don't know what to do when it's gone from me, right? So you get a little fearful. And so what they're asking for you to do is to ask for the divine love to enter you, to receive it. Receiving is a really important word for this month, to receive this love. And everyone is going through it in different variations of feelings and emotions that are coming up. So I asked a few questions of my guides, like, well, where does these parts of the ego, these dark parts, where does it go? Where does this energy go? And they said that it's transmuted, and it's transmuted by the light, but it's going to leave an emptiness. And that's where we're going to be feeling like, oh my God, I want to hold on to something. When something new, when we are released and free, it's kind of like when people that have been really overweight lose weight and they don't know what to do in their new body. It's like you lose all of this fat and this extra weight, and then all of a sudden you have this new body. Many of them go back to regaining the weight. So this is the same thing. This is kind of what's happening. We're releasing all these last vestiges of things that have held on to us, programs, things that we feel about ourselves or we thought we felt about ourselves that aren't true. So they're all being released, and now we're this empty vessel, so to speak, this energy body that is still can now accept anything. And it's like, whoa, well, what do you accept? What do you want to receive? And that's why this gold sphere is around you. It's dripping in this divine love, because we're going to fill ourselves with love. And that is what's going to change this world. This is what the new world is all about. So allow this divine love to drip into your system. It's hard to receive. I get it. So many of us love to give, but when we're on the receiving side of things, it can be really difficult. And this is what they're asking you to do, is to just still be cocooning, because you are learning something new. You are learning how to receive true divine love. Allow it into your system. It's going to feel different. It's going to feel different. But this is a process. They've shown this symbol to me that this is a process. So it's not going to happen like that, like tomorrow you're going to be full of love. I mean, we all wish we were like that. I think the Dalai Lama is probably the closest to an enlightened being we have on this planet. So, but he's a great example, right? So as we move through these next few months, just know that you are receiving this beautiful divine love. Allow it in. Don't be afraid of it. And what will happen is they call this a rippling wave, is that when we do come out of our cocoons, that it will literally cause this domino effect. It will ripple, and everyone will start to fill their light bodies with this love, because you can't deny it. It's this beautiful way of how humans work. We're supposed to be connected, and we're supposed to see more than what we're seeing. We're supposed to know more than what we say we know. There's much wisdom that each of us have inside us that we're not tapping, because we don't realize our potential half the time, or we realize it in a moment and then we forget about it, right? And we go through these waves of feeling not quite like we're imposters. and this is going to go away. So as you receive this love, this is the message. So groups of people, many people will be changed, but remember, as there will be people that will kind of go back to their old ways, but there will be enough of us that do decide to do this work and actually trust that this love is better than the ego. That's the big thing. Trust that divine love is better than your ego's love, because your ego has always set you down a path that has probably caused strife and sadness. And divine love doesn't do that. So this is going to be a great month, a beautiful month. Just learn to receive. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.